We're Paul and Shannon Wakeham, and these are our dogs, Jackson and Doug. We've been traveling full-time for over 3 years, living out of Airbnbs and our 19-foot Airstream Travel trailer. This week, we're exploring more of Steamboat Springs, Colorado, where we find some of the best hiking trails right outside of town, go paddleboarding at a nearby state park. Doesn't really get better than this. Go to the annual River Festival, which is definitely not to be missed, and even find one of the most beautiful waterfalls we've ever seen. Plus, Paul and I go our separate ways for a day where Paul ends up running, well, you'll just have to wait and see how many miles. If you liked the video, we'd be so appreciative if you gave it a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. Hope you enjoy. We're here in Steamboat Springs. We've been here for about a week, honestly. We have completely fallen in love with it here. Paul and I have some pretty fun plans for today, but the dogs aren't able to come, unfortunately. We picked up a coffee and we came to what's called the Spring Creek Trailhead. Bring them for a walk this morning before we head out. So this is a fantastic place to come walk on a warm day because it follows along the river pretty much the entire time. So if you're with dogs or if you just want to dip your feet in the water to cool off, this is a great place to be. So after walking for about 10 minutes or so, you come to this beautiful area. There's a place for the dogs to swim, run around. Probably the best dog park we have ever been to. On our way over, we saw a sign for breakfast burritos, and we are suckers for breakfast burritos. So I'm sitting here right now, placing our pickup order for breakfast burritos after we leave here. Now it's time to go get our breakfast burritos. That's a hefty burrito. Oh my gosh, it's like 10 pounds.
Wow, and it's very good.
Might have been able to share one.
That was the best breakfast burrito I've ever had.
It was so good. So we're here at Stagecoach State Park, only about 20 minutes away from Steamboat Springs, and today we're going paddleboarding. Look how beautiful this lake is. Excited?
Oh yeah.
So there are actually 3 different state parks that are all within probably an hour, I'd say, of Steamboat, and they all have lakes like this. Our paddle boards even came with a chair. Well, not technically a chair, but the back of a chair. So you can just relax, enjoy the water. So beautiful. Happy?
Chilling.
Does this still count as paddleboarding?
Probably.
First class service.
You know it.
Doesn't really get better than this. Chilly?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so cold. I think this is as far as I'm making it in.
Oh, come on.
You didn't go further than this.
Yeah, I did. I went all the way up to my neck.
Did you really?
Yeah, up to my like mouth.
Oh no, that's not happening. See ya. Not going very far.
There's a crab claw.
Aww, so little. I don't know how well you can see, but there are little crawfish right there. And there's 2 more over here at least. They're pretty big. Wow, yeah, so hard to see on the camera, but so cool. Crustaceans? Is that what they're called? Well, if we didn't love Steamboat already, we certainly do now. What a great day out on the water. Cheers. Our sparkling water and...
Paige.
So tonight we're heading to the Yampa River Festival, which is a 3-day yearly event. There are events with kayakers, paddleboarders, and I saw there's even a river event with dogs. Should we enter you boys in the dog event?
Got a lot of goodies. It's gonna be a big day.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna run 27 miles.
The River Festival was packed with people watching kayakers, rafters, and even people floating on tubes go through the rapids. It was an absolute blast to attend and clearly pretty entertaining to watch too. Now we're headed to go check out this dog event. Are you gonna watch the doggies race? Say we're sitting next to a sulfur spring and it's very stinky and you keep wiggling your nose. I think Jackson is very upset we didn't enter him into this contest. The dog event was super casual and basically was just owners throwing the ball into the river for their pup, so we headed back to the main event where we got a front row seat right at the edge of the river. That was way more fun than I expected.
So fun.
Yeah. Watching everybody just throw themselves into the rapids. So I guess the goal was how long could you stay in the rapid, but that was so fun. And we ended up with like front row seats, could stick our feet in the water. The dogs had access to water and shade, so it was 100% perfect. It's actually like pretty warm right now, but I put this on because we were getting roasted by the sun. But so fun, I'm so glad we came to see that. It's the next day, and I wasn't too sure what our plan was today because Paul is out on a massive run today. He is running over 20 miles in the mountains today. So excited for him. I thought maybe the dogs and I would just kind of take it easy. Not really sure what we were gonna do, but Paul getting out on that big of an adventure definitely inspired me a bit to get on an adventure of our own. So the dogs and I are back at the Spring Creek Trail today, where we were yesterday morning, and then we stopped at the dog park, but we're going to go much further today. Already, it is so beautiful on this trail. So not sure how far we're gonna go today, but looking forward to spending a day outside and maybe pushing ourselves a little bit further than we usually would today.
So this morning, I'm out by myself on a solo adventure. I'm about to hike about 27, maybe closer to 30 miles, just as a little challenge and a little bit of training for myself. So this route that I'm doing goes up, over, and then back up and over Emerald Mountain, which surprisingly only has about 3,400 feet of elevation gain. I'm a little bit worried about the sun. Let's see how it goes.
So this trail actually goes a good while longer, like miles longer, past that dog park we stopped at yesterday. So it's great if you want to do a longer hike. You don't just need to stop at the dog park, you can continue going for miles. So we'll see where this leads us today. We're going to be following along the creek most of the day today, so that makes me feel good. There'll be tons of water for the dogs to drink, cool off whenever they need to. It's always so nice when a trail has water and shade from being in the forest.
First mile, 14:32. Taking it slow. The trail's been relatively flat so far. I'm a little bit worried about the heat. It is hot.
Goodness gracious, how gorgeous are all these aspens.
Now I'm in the trees, and boy, does it feel good. I am worried about the heat. I have a lot of water with me, and I think the backside of this mountain is all low-lying scrub oak, not big trees like this. 5 miles, 14:39 for the last one, so definitely feeling better in the cool trees. Gonna treat myself to a bug and a protein bar and probably some energy gel with a little bit of caffeine.
We're 2 miles in, about 400 feet of climbing. Definitely gets your heart pumping, but honestly, feels so good. So glad we came out today, and this trail is gorgeous. What do you think? Are you my trail running buddy? Good boy, Doug.
Lap 8, 13:39.
I'm on the back side of the mountain now. When I get down to the bottom, I have to do a loop, and then hopefully the creek down there is running. As I was afraid of, it looks like this entire backside of the mountain is all of these scrub oak trees that unfortunately don't really provide a lot of shade. 10 miles, last mile was 10:56, so definitely liking the downhill. It really is beautiful. Across all the places that Shannon and I have been, Steamboat, this area, it's really special.
Have you ever seen a greener trail than this one? Wow. Well, I think it's time to reapply some sunscreen. I can kind of feel myself getting a little bit burnt. Hopefully not. I did lather it on this morning, but yesterday on the lake, Paul and I both got a little red, even though we did have sunscreen on, so that's why I have this on today. Trying not to get any more red. I may just be imagining it because I did put so much on this morning, but just in case. And I think because the sun's been on this side, I can feel it on that side. Kind of using the camera screen as my mirror. What? Am I taking too long? Are you ready to get moving? Okay, come on.
99% sure that's bear poop. I brought almost 3 liters of water, but then I also brought a bunch of salt. I brought some electrolyte powders, but I've found that just some basic salt with water works just as well. It's hot. It's real hot. I don't have my watch set to tell me how far I've gone right now, and I'm kind of doing that on purpose so I can get through the hot section. I guess the next step will be finding that creek or a pond. So there's one of the ponds. It's a little bit dirtier, greener, and muckier than I would like. Probably gonna try to find some moving water if that's what still pond water looks like right now. I found the tiniest little bit of water. You definitely can't even see it, but there's water flowing out of a spring here, so I'm gonna use my life straw to drink some. So if I get sick, we'll know why.
So we just passed 4 miles and over 1,000 feet of climbing. Honestly, I feel like I have like running happy endorphins right now. I just feel so good and happy to be outside, and this trail could not be more beautiful. There aren't any crazy mountain views, but I'm surrounded by these incredible aspens, blue sky. It's so peaceful. Just honestly an incredible trail, and like I said, it's so nice that there's so much water on this trail for the dogs. They can cool off whenever they need to. So I am just so happy that we came out today, and I know I didn't film too much today, but it really was such a great morning. So 4 miles feels like a great turnaround point, especially since we passed 1,000 feet of climbing. It's been such a good morning out with Doug and Jackson. Douglas, are you coming? We're turning around. Good boy, buddy.
Boy, oh boy, am I lucky. That is some cold, fresh creek water. I've already dipped my feet in. I filled up one of my water bottles. The plan is to put the life straw in that water bottle when I need additional water. Man, am I happy to see this water. I'm just shy of 16 miles in, and I'm at the bottom, and now it's time to go all the way back up. Second half of this run is gonna be interesting. When I was getting water out of that little creek, I walked up the stream a little bit to a point where there was some overhang so I could fill up the bladder in my backpack. When I stood up to turn around, I felt something wrap around my leg and cut my ankle. Turns out it was a piece of rusty barbed wire. So thankfully, one of the mountain bikers in the parking lot had a first aid kit. I cleaned it off, put a Band-Aid on it. No fun, I guess. You can see the Band-Aid I put on my heel. Let's hope that holds, because it hurts. I'm pretty thankful that the clouds came. Mile 17, 15, 18, and it's all uphill. So that makes me feel good. I'm still cruising. So I believe I'm headed all along this ridgeline, all the way to that peak. So I'm officially out of fresh water. Here's my solution. My entire backpack bladder is filled with creek water. I'm going to fill these water bottles with creek water and then use my life straw to filter it.
This is why I film a little bit less when I'm by myself, because if I set the camera down to film a running shot going down the hill, I have to come back up and get it.
Mile 20, and it was straight up. And I'm feeling pretty darn good, except for my hamstrings being a little bit sore. Almost at the summit of when I'm gonna start going back down. To be honest, I'd rather go up. My shoes are a little bit too small. I think my feet grew, as crazy as that is. Going downhill, my toes get jammed. I forgot to say that when I get to the summit up here in about a mile, I have a very special treat for myself that I've been waiting to eat all day long.
We're back at the car, ended up doing 8 miles. It was such a great morning. I'm so glad we came out to do this.
Peanut butter and jelly. Been looking forward to this all day long. My feet are hurting. Bad, bad, bad. My toes are crushed against the fronts. And I guess that it's because my feet are swollen. Just over 24 miles. I certainly don't love the fact that this trail is called Blair Witch. Nonetheless, sure is beautiful. So I'm coming down the trail and I hear water running. Holy smokes, what a surprise. So I passed 26.2, that's a marathon. Can't give myself too much credit. I've been walking downhill, hobbling, really, for the last hour. We're gonna get it done. Thankfully, all that really hurts are my feet because of these darn shoes. But who wants to listen to me complain? It was a beautiful trail. Steamboat, it's a special place. I'm gonna end up doing close to 27, but all in all, great experience. Super pumped that I did it. Coming back down into town. Definitely should not have chosen this as the final descent. My feet are destroyed. Oh boy. Shannon should be somewhere just over there waiting for me, I'm sure, with a big smile. Maybe I should have taken the ski lift down. Coming up on 27 miles. Almost done. What a day.
Before wrapping up these few days in Steamboat Springs, we figured we should probably come see what is one of the top attractions in the area. Right outside of town, there's a beautiful waterfall called Fish Creek Falls. The main trail is actually closed right now, really shortly into the hike. However, there is another overlook trail that we're on right now that's super short. It's a paved path, and hopefully we'll have a great view of the waterfall. So since this is one of the most popular things to do in the area, we have heard it gets crazy busy on the weekends. So we came on a weeknight evening. There were only a few cars in the parking lot. Just got our first glimpse of the waterfall. It is way bigger than I thought it was. Oh my goodness. Did you have any idea it was that big?
No.
Wow. Well, this is honestly way more impressive than I thought. We weren't even entirely sure if we were going to come see this, and I would have been so disappointed if I saw photos or videos of this place and we didn't make the time to come see it. And we have the entire overlook to ourselves right now. There has been nobody here at all. So I've just been sitting here on the ledge enjoying this incredible view. So if you can see that bridge right down there, that's where the main trail is closed right now. And we were debating, do we hike down there or do we take this overlook trail? And we might still go down there, I'm not totally sure, but I don't know how the view gets better than this. Mom, the waterfall is nice and all, but do you know it's past my dinner time? You just want the butt scratches. That's a good boy. Well, that was a million times worth it. I cannot believe we almost didn't come do that. The past few days and the past couple of weeks in Steamboat Springs have been absolutely incredible. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we have completely fallen in love with this place. We've spent so much time exploring in Colorado, and this is a place that people told us over and over again how much they love, how we have to visit here, and for some reason, we just never made it here until now. But now it is definitely one of our top favorite places in Colorado. So hopefully you enjoyed coming along, getting to see Steamboat Springs with us for the very first time. If you're not already, we'd love if you subscribe to our channel and gave this video a thumbs up. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. We're here in Steamboat's. I love animals, that's all. Is that what I do?
See you on the next adventure. No, you're much better at it than I am.